As you may or may not know, I work with children with developmental disabilities, and anyone can tell you who's ever met a child or been around a child for more than 5 minutes that children are difficult, let alone a child who's unable to express themselves in a proper manner. And I'm working with these children, and it's frustrating because there are goals they have to set up, and there are things they must do, and they'll try and play you, and they can be difficult as well, and it can just be very taxing on you and very unnerving, and it's just not a job that you can keep doing for the rest of your life. And I'm just thinking to myself, oh man, how am I gonna get my goals done? How am I gonna look good at this job? How am I gonna take care of this? Me, 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 me. And then I look at the child, and I look around me, and I realize it was never about me. And instead of this being something that's weighing me down, it feels like a burden is lifted off my back. When I realize that when I'm interacting with strangers in the outside world and trying to do good in life, it's not about me. It's not about how I feel. It's not about how I'm doing and whether I'm hungry or whether I'm sad and how I have to take care of myself first. It's about those who are around in my life. And it's about having that connection to the universe where I'm thinking not about me, but everything around and anything but. And this seems kind of silly, doesn't it? Don't I have to take care of myself and work on my body and eat and be healthy and happy and take care of my own feelings? Yes, yes you do. But the truth is, you don't have to take care of yourself strenuously, nor do you have to give to the world excessively. There is a middle path between thinking for yourself and thinking about others. And it can be difficult to walk this path because sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes you're feeling down and negative and the world just sucks and you woke up angry and you stubbed your toe and you can't find your keys and you can't find your wallet and everything is just going wrong and it's not even 9 a.m. yet. And the day's already messed up for you, right? We've all been there. But the truth is that when we are thinking this way, we are not aware of what our actions are doing to others around us. The truth is that when you're feeling negative, when you're pushing yourself down, you're going to be pushing away others, you're going to be isolating yourself, and you're not going to make as good as an impact that you wanted. Have you ever tried to make a good first impression while you were thinking about something else, or you were concerned with something, or you were worried, or you were doubtful, and you were just not feeling good? It's not such a great impression, is it? But then you think, it's not about me. It's not about me right now. Not while I'm out here in the world. It's about helping the world, and it's about curing the problems in front of me and being attentive to anyone who is even near me. It's about being aware of my surroundings. And this is not just some naive kind of thinking where you just blindly give yourself to others, but it's understanding and being aware that the universe is taking care of you. That despite how you feel, despite how you feel sick and how you feel negative, the universe is still there for you. So you must be there for it. And this can be difficult when we are in our darkest times. When we are just thinking about all the things that we could have done and all the things we should be doing and all the things we want to do and how my bills are high and how my spouse is arguing with me. But there's a fine line. There's a nice middle path where we don't have to think so much about ourselves and we don't even have to think so much about others. Because I'm not asking you to go out to the world, oh, just donate all your money, donate all your clothes to the next homeless person you see, and just lose your job and work volunteering full time and just try to make the world a better place while having nothing for yourself. That doesn't work so well. Because when you do give to yourself, you are giving to another person, which is your body. But you don't have to give excessively to that one person. Not when you have a trust in the universe. Not when you surrender and accept your place as part of this fabric that we call reality. And when we accept this part, we become aware that our actions affect others and affect things in ways that we couldn't even possibly perceive. There are consequences that we may not even be aware of when we act upon things or when we say certain things. You ever see in the sitcom or the movies, someone says something mean about a character, and all of a sudden, oh no, that character overheard, and now it's going to be a big mess in the future? When we are aware of how actions affect others and how our actions affect ourselves, we can take steps. We can make an effort to not do these negative actions that are just selfish and are just trying to feed an ego that feels that it is wounded because it does not know any better. Instead, we can rely on the innate wisdom within us and the trust and the acceptance and the surrendering to this reality, to your God, to love, to life, to whatever it is you want to call it that makes life so wonderful. And when we accept this, we can watch our actions and we can watch what we are doing. Now, granted, just because you say you're going to watch your actions doesn't mean you're going to become a saint overnight. That doesn't happen to anyone. There are going to be moments where you're going to do bad things and you're going to say mean things and you're just not going to be you. You're going to be the worst kind of you. But when we start becoming aware of just how important we are to the environment around us, we can make steps. So those mean words don't have to be said at that time. Or if they are said, they're not as vicious as they would have been if you were not aware of what you were doing. Now, it's kind of silly to not be aware of what you're doing because you're doing it, right? The truth is, many people are not. Because we are so caught up in thinking about ourselves and thinking about what we're going to do and how we're going to feed ourselves and how we're going to clothe ourselves and how everything is wrong with us and how our world sucks, that we totally lose track of what's around us. We totally lose track of the beauty and the love and the life that is here. But in order to get away from these kinds of thinking and these kinds of actions, you're going to have to work on it. And no, this does not mean give away all your money and live an aesthetic life. It means taking care of yourself reasonably and then surrendering to this universe and trusting it to take care of you. And when you notice that it's not about you, you accept your part in this world. And then you play it. And you play it good. And that's all God. That's all Jesus. That's all Buddha. That's all Vishnu. That's all Muhammad. That's all what the enlightened ones and what life in general wanted you to do. Just play your part. And when you realize it's not about you, it's about this universe, you're going to find that part. I guarantee it. But you gotta make the steps. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta notice when you are feeling down, feeling negative and angry. So you gotta say to yourself, I am angry. I am angry because blank. And because I am angry, I'm not gonna say anything now. I'm gonna walk away from this situation. I am sad. But because I am sad, I'm gonna try and be happy around others and do what I can. I'm not gonna let this sadness make me a victim. I am not going to be a victim of my feelings unless I want to be. And it's a action that we've all got to take. And no, it's not going to be easy. But if you never start, if you never try to look around, if you keep on letting these negative thoughts and feelings overwhelm you and overtake you, it's never going to change. It's only going to propagate itself more. But by simply telling yourself, I am sad because blank, asking yourself, why am I angry? Why am I doubtful? Why am I sad? I am sad because blank. You're taking a step back from your life to look around at you as another stranger would. And then you see what you can do. And then you see how others are acting around you. And all of a sudden, that tight little hole that those negative feelings have sucked you into is gone. And you see the world as you would upon the mountains of enlightenment. It's a beautiful thing. And I know it's not going to be easy to get there. And I know there are going to be days where you will just fail. But you just got to keep going. Because what else can you do? You have to keep doing it. You got to tell yourself to stay positive. You got to push yourself to not be a victim of these negative feelings. But it's upon you. You can decide that I'm just going to think about me and not really care about what anything else does. And in this way, my house is going to deteriorate. My friendships are going to be lost. I'm not going to take care of my pets, my car, whatever, properly. Because I'm only thinking about me and my own. And the sad part is, Western culture, our new consumerism, globalization, all these contribute to taking care of yourself. You'll see it in every single commercial about a beauty product or a health product or some sort of food. They're not worried about the other person. They're taking care of themselves, and when they have this product, they're finally going to be happy and they're going to be rejuvenated. And the truth is that this is just a way of thinking that was given to us by our culture. But we don't have to be a victim of our culture. We don't have to be a victim of our feelings. We don't have to be a victim, period. Well, it's up to you. You gotta decide whether you're gonna trust this universe and play a part, or whether you're just gonna keep going through the motions and just deal with it as it comes. Either way is not wrong, because this universe loves you so much, and it cares about you so much, that you are free to indulge in negative thoughts. You are free to indulge in depressing feelings and just keep being sad all the time and just thinking about yourself and being selfish. And then you are free to walk the path of the masters, of Jesus and Muhammad and Kuan Yin and all those before you who have decided, I'm not going to think about myself so much, but I'm going to care about this world. It's your choice. I'm Jay Lewis.